Hello, Pisces. What I'm hearing for you for the month of November, it makes me absolutely want to smile because I keep hearing, let the countdown begin. So, in what I was seeing in the vision when I'm meditating before I come on for you guys, is this is going to be a big deal where I'm seeing like a New Year's celebration. Now, let's go deep as we look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Pisces for the month of November because clearly this guided message is saying, so many of our Pisces who have been really struggling. You guys have been having a hard time. You're one of my 3 top zodiac signs that have been having a very difficult time, more than usual. Normally, I don't feel that with Pisces because you're so frolicky and free, but your foundation has been cracked. Okay, some of you have had to fill that crack in, looking for some putty, looking for some mud, whatever, filling that crack in, whether that's a crack in the land where your land maybe needed some work done in it, maybe needed some gardening, overgrowth, buying a home that was a little bit more work than you anticipated. I just see that when it comes to your foundation, you had to put a lot out. So remember, your foundation is your finances, the land you live on, the home that you live in. It is your health, it's nutrition, the foundation of who you are, career, and for those of you who don't work, whatever you invest your time and energy into. I am hearing that when it comes to your financial sector, some of you are finally starting to see a brighter side of life. You may be getting an opportunity of an investment that's going to pay out, waiting on I'm hearing the word celebratory. So you may be celebrating something that is, you're getting something's going to come in that's going to feel very, very good for you. Now you have the 5 of Swords, and you may have been really stuck in a mental, I hate to say it, but a mental prison, where it's like, I can't get out of this. It's not quite as bad as the 8 of Swords, but this is a lot of arguing. I feel for you, Pisces, the mass of you, this is more in your mind, where you were having a hard time. You're having a hard time forgiving, letting go. Why did I buy this? I can't believe I bought this. Again, I see the house. Okay, I see it looks like a big, beautiful, historical kind of a looking home, maybe surrounded by farmland, a lot of land around it, where it was just falling apart and you had no idea. Let us know if that's you. It may only be one of you, but that definitely is coming through for Pisces. Whatever crossroads you've been at, okay, whatever has been keeping you feeling agitated, irritated, angry with this 5 of Swords energy, when it comes to your life, you're going to master it in the month of November. You are going to find a way to break free because you're tired of it. You're just tired of it. You maybe just hearing that you're one of the 3 zodiac signs that are having a hard time through all of these changes may actually be the words that you need to hear to say, at this, I am done. I am gonna go for this, right? I'm gonna jump out there and I'm gonna make some changes that work. Investing in yourself, investing in looks, again, I'm hearing the word real estate, but I'm seeing pentacles fall down for some of you. Again, receiving an income, receiving something, getting word from somebody that may have been put on hold. For example, if you applied for a loan, if you applied for something that was going to bring money into you where you felt safe and secure, that's going to come through in the month of November, more toward the 2nd week of November. Until then, you have to ride the wave of what is coming because it can be quite challenging when we're in this mindset right here. Okay, and this is about your foundation. So when it comes to some of you with a career, I do see that there's going to be a breakthrough for those of you, particularly in the IT, AI industry. Now that is very, very broad because that can include automobiles. It can include working for Google itself, working for YouTube. It's like big. It's a big, big project. So let us know if that's you who have been applying in that area. Keep your hopes up, all right? Don't let it go. Turn it into faith because you got the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups, that's what I mean. When it comes to that part of your life, this 8 of Cups is beautiful. Now, for those of you who don't know, real quick, I am a psychic medium. I hear the messages. I call in my guides, my guardians. Archangel Michael, my guide is Allie. And I always tap into divine directly myself so that we give you beautiful messages for the overall general group and then specific messages for one or more. The Eight of Cups, that's working very hard, working diligently, but I like this one so much better than the traditional tarot that I've been using for the past 7 years. This one is very beautiful. It's French. And it's quite lovely because there's a lot of optimism in this. So the work that you've been doing, much like that Eight of Pentacles, where we're really putting a lot of energy into something, this is that love coming in. You're going to love whatever is coming in for you. The Eight of Cups. Something that wasn't working is turning around. And the reason I like this is there's only 2 upside down cups and the rest are upright. That's what I mean. There's just something really beautiful when it comes to the career, a promotion, an opportunity coming in for a lot of you. You may have been dreaming about it. You may have seen it in your dreams. And some of you, this is taking a dream and putting it into the world, down into the ground, and saying, I'm finally going to do it. Remember, the Nine of Cups follows the Eight of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups is when you're leaving the situation and you're going to go get your ninth cup. You're going to go get your wish fulfilled. So that is right around the corner. But I do feel this is coming. It is starting in the month of November. If you've already applied, you'll get that letter. If you've already started to work, you're going to see or hear something about an opportunity that will be presented right around the time at the end of November. I feel somebody's going to leave. It's going to be very spontaneous. It's not necessarily planned out, or at least it won't be known to you. But you will hear it. It's like poof, out of the blue. Maybe you're manifesting it. For those of you who are feeling alone and restricted, one, they want you to pay very close attention to your health. Some of you need to start walking, all right? Just walk. You don't need to go on a bike ride or go running and go to the gym. You don't need to do that. You can do isometrics at home and create the muscle strength in your body, but what they're actually showing me, Pisces, is a walk. When you're on a walk, you're going to start meeting people. You may get this idea to create a community walk. Every day or every other day, you guys start walking at 6 o'clock at night, whatever time you want it to be. But I do see a group of Pisces getting ready to go out there and say, hey, come on, and you're getting your Pisces groove back on, and you're calling in the love. Let's just make this happen. It's very, very beautiful. I like it very much. Oh, lovely. All right. You have something big. This is a community. Some of you, it's going to be online. All right. You're going to do an online community. So it may be doing Pilates at home, doing health and fitness, doing weightlifting. It doesn't matter what it is. I see it has to do with fitness. All right. And that is really going to start connecting you with people where you're starting to talk. You're starting to feel connected again to the world, even if it's virtual. It doesn't matter, because that's a real person, right? When you guys work with me in session, if we're both real people. We hear and see each other, and of course we can feel each other's energy, and you will do the same thing because you are highly intuitive. You always have been. So if you've been thrown off your game, it's time to get your game back going in a different direction, right? It's like, let the countdown begin, because it is so time for you to make this big change. Yeah, you actually got the Five of Pentacles. And then they're saying take action. Okay, these cards fell out with that one. All right, and if you've been feeling alone, okay, the Five of Pentacles, feeling alone, feeling secluded and isolated, feeling like you don't have enough money. You don't need money to do a virtual community. You can do a virtual community for free. You don't have to do that. Google is a great way to do that. Start looking up ways, and it's all over. Everybody's sharing so much information. Only pay attention to the ones that make sense. When it comes to your family, okay, family and friends, again, that kind of meshes right into family and friends. It's starting a new community, right? Your soul community your soul family. That's what we're doing. The people that no longer work for us, we don't get along. You know, we love our first family, but we don't get along with them. Then it's time to make the break. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter the circumstances. If it's just not working anymore and it's keeping you restricted, if it's keeping you in a Five of Swords energy, that's where that letting go is come in. And I see a lot of you have already done that. And you're like jumping. I see a lot of Pisces. What they're showing me is like an audience, right? Like of people sitting down, and then here's some popping up, like Pisces that have done it. They're like, yeah, me. Like you're all full of energy and raring and ready to go. And I love that. It's so beautiful. I feel that some of you are having a really hard time when it comes to letting go of a particular individual. It could be two. Let me know if this is you, and I'm going to describe what I see. This particular situation, I feel that they talk about you behind your back and they really make you feel bad. And no matter what you do, they keep on saying, to do better, to do more, it doesn't make them happy. So there's a big feeling of you're dissatisfied with the whole situation, but yet you love them. So your heart is like, your heart yearns and bleeds because of the love that you have for them, yet it's just not changing anything. One of the biggest things that we're seeing is a huge episode of narcissistic abuse, people, unhealthy, toxic people, and how they have been dominating others for quite some time in our own lives, right? And once we can see that, it makes it really hard to want to play with them anymore because they don't play fair and they don't play nice. And at the expense of Pisces. And that's what I'm seeing for this group of you. Pisces, it's time for you to make a decision. You're going to make the right decision for you. Some of you will stay and some of you will go. But remember, it's time for you to make this change because the countdown is starting. The countdown has begun when it comes to this family situation. For another group of you, I feel it's your partner, your marital partner, whoever you're involved with, your partner, where it's a similar situation, but yet you need to create some boundaries, okay? Or you already have. It's been a really long time in the making to fix and repair, but with this beautiful Princess of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, okay, Pentacles, beautiful, beautiful French artistry. This is that time for you to be open and blocked, okay? Be open and blocked is what they're showing me. Allow your heart to be open because we have to in order to manifest, in order to bring in the things that we want. But yet we have to learn to block out people. I'm going to be teaching that in my membership. Please subscribe. I'll be posting it here soon for you and talking about it on my new podcast because it's time that we work together in a way that is affordable for everybody and more convenient for everybody. Great achievement is going to come into this relationship that has taken such a long time to feel like victory, to feel like there's success in this, but yet it is actually going to take place starting in November. It's the beginning countdown. So it's like as you go through I'm seeing 2 to 3 days, every 2 to 3 days, something good is going to happen. 2 to 3 days, maybe silence, and then you have a decent conversation. 2 to 3 days later, after silence or very little conversation, they give you a cup of coffee, okay? It's like all of these baby steps in this particular situation where you're rebuilding the trust. You're letting go one at a time, one on one side, one on the other, and you're rebuilding the trust. Now, clearly that isn't going to be the way for all of you. Some of you are like, I can't stand my partner, I gotta go. I get that, right? They're the ones that are putting you in the Five of Swords energy. But in that case, let me know if that's you, because that's a very positive outcome for that group of you. For those of you in a relationship you don't really want to be in, it is time for you to make a big decision, right? And the countdown is here. You got to make a choice. There is no waiting. It's time to take action. If you want to stay, make it work. Go to a psychologist, go to a counselor. create date night between the two of you, sleep in the same bedroom again, not necessarily even in the same bed, but put two twins in there if you need to, but get the energy around your relationship flowing. This is about passion. All right, get on your red horse when it comes to fiery passion and sensuality between your partner. Start looking good and feeling good on your own, and watch what happens when your partner goes, why you dressing like that? If you haven't done that already, let me know what they said. All right, it may be good, it may be bad. Be careful with your choice of words. But if this is exciting again, there is an opportunity to bring excitement back into your relationship, which is going to be very, very powerful. Now I'm going to look at singles, and then I'll give you the guided message here in just a moment. So when it comes to singles, I am seeing some of you are going to have a really beautiful time coming through. Oh, I love this. You've got the Prince of Cups, right? Yeah, somebody coming in that's just going to sweep you off your feet, and you're going to emotionally bond right away. And they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces like yourself. But there's a beautiful energy about this person. I actually feel they have air in their sign. So they may be an Aquarius or Libra. And some of you, it could be a Capricorn, by the way. I'm also seeing a Capricorn. When you meet this person, there's going to be something that stands out about them. And what I'm hearing is it's going to have to do with the face, not necessarily the eyes, although we know love is, we can see the soul through the eyes, right? There's something about this person, when you see their face, I feel they're going to remind you of somebody that you knew long ago. But this would have been somebody that you liked. It's nobody negative. And it could be somebody from high school, okay? It could have been somebody you grew up with that you thought the two of you were always going to grow up and be besties the rest of your life, and something came through. Whatever this person is doing, they have this beautiful look of purity on their face, where you're going to know that you can trust them as you continue to take your time and get to know them. You're going to have this beautiful emotional bonding. The physical will come later. The actual pentacles of bonding the relationship into a going steady in a real relationship. Going steady, that's really outdated, right? But you know what I'm saying, where you're committed to each other on a certain level. It's more about reading their face. Read their face, all right? There's certain things about a face that is very interesting. With me, you can tell that I meditate a lot, that I go into the air a lot. There's a lot of different things you can tell, and I feel that you're just going to see it, and you're going to know. You're going to know without even being taught. You're going to know. You're just going to know. I know what that means. I know what that means. And you're going to be it's going to be beautiful for a lot of you. All right, let's take a look at your guided message. Archangel Michael and my guide Ali and my divine connection. Let go of the fraudulent people around you, anything that doesn't work for you. It is time to remove them, and you already know this. But you've been having such a hard time struggling and fighting and resisting because of guilt, because of shame, and for some of you, it is because you love them, but they don't have the same love back. It's time to let go of anything that no longer serves you, because the time is beginning for you to take this big leap of faith. Wherever you are at today, you're going to grow. If you're on the bottom, you'll rise up. If you're already on the way to the top, you're going to go over the top and beyond. This is a big, beautiful moment for the sign of Pisces, where miracles can actually exist, because you are learning within to connect to the divine, not through us, but directly to source, and you are becoming the master of your own reality. This is scary for some of you. As powerful as you are and have been your entire life, there is fear attached to it. What if I pick the wrong thing? What if I make a mistake? Remember, life is an illusion. You are creating these things and pulling them. Everything is already around you, pulling them down. Nothing is a mistake. If it feels like it doesn't fit, take that lesson and say thank you, goodbye, next, and move on. If you need us, we are always here. But right now is about mastering self so that you break free of anything restricting you. Thank you. So you guys, let me know if that message resonated with you, and I hope you have an amazing November. Much love.